Hey, good evening, guys. This is William, and I have Tariq from, what's the name of your business again? Junk Bro South.
Yep.
Where are you located at?
Junk Bros. We're in Orange County. We're
Orange
serving all.
County.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So we have Junk Bros, but Tariq, I keep saying Tariq, but I know it's Tariq from Junk Bros out in California, Orange County, California. And you're in the junk removal business or on loan, or do you do demolition as well, or dumpster rentals or any of that?
Um, I'm. Yeah, we do junk removal. We do everything. I do hauling. We do demo, uh, furniture, appliances. Just kind of got sick or tired of seeing mattresses on the corner. It's
Yeah, I know there are certain parts of California. I tell people, everybody, like I live in the Philippines, and they think the whole United States is pristine. So there are certain parts, especially in California, it's
Yeah.
like don't go into it. It's pretty bad. So, but yeah. So how did you get involved in the junk removal business besides tired of seeing furniture and crap on the side of the road?
So, I mean, to be honest, I have a Monday through Friday job, and I don't foresee me working there too long or wanting to have a boss. Kind of want to be my own boss. I love working there. I've been there for 2 years. It's not a big deal. I work with adults with disabilities, and it's a great job. I love giving back. I'm a job coach, so I get them out there and working. But I just kind of want to do something for myself. I have a construction background. I've worked in tattoo shops. I've had so many jobs. Um, just wanting to clean up my community. To be honest, one day I was helping my mom get rid of something, and I took it out to the dump, and we just put it by the trash. And then the the landlady or the property manager came over and was like, "Hey, we're gonna fine you $50." And my mom's in her 70s. I take care of my mom and dad, and he's in his 80s. And
Yeah, it's like my mom and dad, they're in their 70s. I told them, so they keep it up on him, put CCTVs upside and make sure he has heart issues and he's always doing stuff out in the yard and stuff. And I have a sister I could call to, handle certain things, but I understand.
Yeah, so pretty much, I bring in their waters and whatnot, take out the trash and do whatever they need done. But yeah, one day she got fined $50, and my mom was shocked. She was bummed out. I was kind of like, I kind of expected it, but I'd seen other people do it. I thought that the trash truck guy would take it. He doesn't take it. So, and from then on, I was like, okay, older people cannot take their own stuff out. Single moms, some furniture and stuff just sit there for years in the garage. Someone passes away and they have no way or no family nearby. And, I kind of want to provide a service to remove that for them. And then even people that are capable of dragging it out to the curb or putting a mattress on the corner and it sits there for a week and it's just a bad look for the community. I live in Huntington Beach, California. And, a lot of people just do that. And someone will come by and take it, but more than likely it sits there till the city comes and gets it. And they do get fined, or they do, get put on a list. So I kind of wanted to do that and, provide a service for people. So
Awesome. And how long have you been doing it?
honestly, not long. To be honest, it's been like 3 months. So I've had a construction background. I've done demo before, and we've removed stuff on construction sites. But officially bought my trailer and my own truck, and got all the paperwork done. And I started getting jobs word of mouth, which is a blessing. Um, Advertising is very hard. I don't, sometimes I don't know what route to go. So yeah, 6 months. It's been good. I've gotten all my work word of mouth.
Yeah, but this is your website, right?
Yes, sir.
What's wild, you've only been doing this for a little while and you already have to me, it's a really nice looking website. You don't know how many times I talk to junk removal people, and it's usually, when I look at it, it's like, they don't even have a website. They're telling people, hey, book a call, and they're just giving a phone number, that sort of thing. They don't have, if you will, a professional or trusted website. Yours or they have a website and it's just a one pager. Yours actually has decent amount of pages. I could make some recommendations, but overall it looks really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'd love to hear your recommendations. I'm new to it. My buddy Marcelo, a gentleman I work with, that's what he does. He offered to do, to help me build it, you know.
Yeah, it looks, I mean, it looks good. There so many times it's like, okay, just for example, someone will build a website and their header right here is not sticky, meaning if I scroll, it should follow me, which yours does. But so many times people's sites are not done that way. The main thing I would add on is like some content, more pages. Like most of our sites have about 600 something pages. So for example, every like furniture removal will have its own page, appliance removal, clean out, stuff like that. But I'll look at that at another time. But it looks really nice, and it's at, if you're interested, guys, and look at it, it's Junk Bros OC for OrangeCounty.com. So. And this is a pure HTML website. I'll look at it and everything, but what's some things that you faced when you first started your business that were challenges? Because I know a lot of times people will see a business owner, and if they think you're successful in any way, shape, or form, they usually are like, you know, he's either A, had everything handed to him, or he faces no challenges whatsoever. Because a lot of times, especially men, we don't really express our feelings. And we don't like things get to us, but things obviously get to us all the time. So
honestly, it's been like trying to get a deal, you know, and I feel like if you're gonna support me, and if they don't know me, you know, it's whatever, word of mouth. Or I heard from your sister, I heard from your brother, or whatnot. You know, that's fine. But and those people, they really come through. They pay the fee. If I'm doing a job Friday for my boss that I work Monday through Friday for, and she said, you know what? Don't give me a deal. Charge me what you're going to charge everybody else. And that's one of the challenges I do. Sometimes I feel like I have to give someone a deal, or they feel like they deserve a deal.
You feel like they deserve a deal because they know you or whatever.
Right. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I have to pay for the dump. You know, I have to pay to dump the stuff. My labor comes in the cost, the weight of the trailer, how much is in the trailer that I have to tow, and then driving it.
Yeah, and then on top of it, what most people want is like, for me, I'd tell them, say, so what is it, you know, what is it worth for you not to personally have to do this yourself?
Right.
That's, you know, and they like, well, I don't want to do it. Well, how much is that worth? Is it worth $500? Is it worth $1,000? Is it worth $50? I guarantee it's worth $50, especially if you have a wife telling you, nagging at you, telling you, well, aren't you going to clean out the damn garage? You've been telling me for months that you're going to clean out. You know, what, you know, peace of mind that it can bring, you know, and the labor is not, depending on how much, it could be easy or it could be a lot of hard work. And most people don't consider that. They just want to get it out. So a lot of times people that know you don't support you either. That's always the case, it seems like.
Yeah, I've had that exact situation. One of my first jobs, and it was like upstairs. I mean, it was like a full move out, you know, and they didn't specify. They said, oh, a couch, a dresser, a bed. And I get there and it's like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other. And I have to kind of tack on a little bit. And they were kind of like almost wanted to put me on hold and call around. And, you know, fortunately I beat everybody's prices, and, but it was still fair enough to do it. But, you know, I'm sweating. It's upstairs. I got to get a fridge down the stairs on a dolly. It's not easy. Mattresses are cool. I can slide them down there, but dressers, and I have to take the drawers apart. And I have to bring my
the stairs alone should be enough to make people go, no, I'll pay you whatever you want, because the stairs are not, you know, besides going up and down the stairs, you could possibly twist your ankle. You could break something. It's not just, oh, just take it down the stairs. Oh, it's only one flight of stairs. Why don't you take it only down one flight of stairs? You know?
That's my next client this Friday. She said, it's upstairs. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. And she's like, do you have insurance? You know, he's like, what, for me or for you? Like, I don't want you to get hurt. And I said, yeah, I'm covered. I got insurance on, you know, for both parts, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna do.
And a lot of people out there, they're getting started. They don't have that. They don't even think about that.
Yeah, and it's very important, you know, like whether it's workman's comp or just insurance for you know, if you break something of theirs or a tile or you know you have to replace it, they want to feel comfortable enough to you know not to address it without being weird about it. And like, well, who's going to take care of that? You just tested a light or on your way out, you know, the dresser hit this thing, and you know, so I have a you know I have insurance to cover that, and I'm super meticulous. I do most of the jobs by myself. If I do have help with my bro, and he comes out, and if it's like a big job, you know, he knows the deal. Let me take the lead, and let's be super careful. Let's treat it like it's our own place, you know, and not damage anything. So we don't have
Versus
to pay
some guys,
extra.
they just come in there and just grab shit and.
Yeah, like my like one of the jobs I had, the guy I was working with, he, you know, he didn't understand consolidating the stuff. I said, look, what's got to fit in the dump trailer. We got to get it all in there. They're big pieces. I'm gonna start taking up the legs and arms apart and the body of the, you know, shelving or the chairs or the dining room table. I'm gonna take it apart. Anything you can break down because we want to get it in there. And he was like, oh wow, I didn't know. I thought, you know, he thought he was just gonna throw it into the trailer and we're gonna move out of there like Sanford and Son with stuff sticking out of the top of the, you know, trailer. And I said, no, that's not the case. We're gonna make it as small as possible, even if we have to break some stuff with a, you know, sledgehammer or any kind
Yeah.
of tool to take it apart. So
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, because you currently have a 9 to 5, and you want to break free of it, but your boss is really good, which is like my boss before. Whenever I was in the States, always bringing me work and always helping me. But if you wanted to break free from your 9 to 5, what would that mean for you?
more work. So you know, like right now, you know, 1 to 2 jobs a week isn't enough to quit the job. You know, I have some vacation time. I plan it on weekends. Most people are calling me on a weekend.
So you're
Which
getting 1 to 2 jobs right now, one per
yeah,
week.
so yeah,
Where are they predominantly coming from? Referrals or?
word of mouth. It's crazy. You know, I just started a Instagram and Facebook. I used to have a different page where I had like 5,000 followers, but that was just me, Tarek. And then now that I did this, I'm kind of like DMing everybody and getting in their mail and letting them know, hey, it's me. This is my business. And then, you know, people are like, oh, I know your sister. No way. Your sister posted this. Are you her brother? I love her. She's like family. And then, you know, or someone that works with me is like, oh, he does this. Oh, I need a bunch of stuff, you know, removed. So it's been kind of me networking myself and just talking to people at every job that I have. You know, like for
Out of
instance,
curiosity, because I don't see it on your website, do you have a Google My Business listing at all, or no?
no, so that's next. I was going back and forth with Google and Yelp, and I'm gonna go with Google, the Google listing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in this week. It's a big deal. So I have lawn flyers and cards and flyers.
So you're
And
doing a lot of the old school guerrilla style marketing and stuff. So that's what, well, a lot of people come to me. We'll do the SEO for them, website and all that. But it's like the ones that actually grow and grow fast, they're doing SEO, but they're also doing social media management or posting daily as much as possible on social media with jobs they're doing before and after, that sort of thing. But they're also doing old school guerrilla marketing, yard signs, door knockers, knocking on doors and getting out there in the street, which is what most people, they think, oh, once I do online marketing, I ain't got to do nothing. And it's like, no, you don't get to be lazy just because you do an online marketing.
no, yeah, I wanted to do that first because one, my lady was she's a real estate, she's in real estate, and that's what they had to do is door knocking. She gets so frustrated, you know. But you know, you're gonna hit that one, you know, like you know, she would hit that one and it'd pay off. So basically, you know, I'm doing the same. I want to talk to them. I want to be the face of the company. Say, hey, what's up? I'm a local. I've lived here over 40 years. You know, let's keep the community clean. What do you got? How can I help you declutter or keep this place looking nice without having you, you know, you call, we haul, you relax. That's our thing. Is like you relax, just chill, just pick up the phone, get it out of the way. No one's complaining. No one's mad. You know, you make room for your kids or your husband or whoever, and that way your neighbor's not pissed off. You know, or whatever, and you're dragging it out to the street. So I do want to get on the Google thing. I think it's very important. Um, because
Yeah,
the
you're doing, there are things I see that I'll send you recommendations and stuff, but it's like most people don't even do this basic stuff. Like you're recording when you do work. Most people don't even do that. And what we do, for example, even as simple as this, someone's like, well, why would I record a screen? This is a screen of your screen recording. I know what it is, but most people will be like, well, I don't have anything to record, and yet you're recording stuff that most people won't even think about, and you're posting it. So that's really good. That's the part that most people don't, they're not doing this part, which is you're already doing that. You're already doing the side part. So for me, what I'm telling you is like, once you start doing the online stuff, it's really going to change your business. I mean, the 9-to-5 thing, that's easy to accomplish. If you just start doing the digital and stuff, like Orange County, let me see, where is Orange County? Orange County.
We're about 45 minutes away from LA. We're in between, San Bernardino, San Diego County, Riverside County.
Where are you at? Okay, so I see where you're at now. This would be considered Orange County, Santa Ana. I only have someone in San Jose, and you're not near San Jose.
No, but I've driven up there. It's kind of far. It's a little far. I have some friends up there, but unfortunately, until we get bigger, and expand, my brother's in Tennessee, and he's like, bro, you make a killing out here,
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, I have clients that the ones that stay busy have multiple locations. And imagine like if you took over this area, then you also have where your brother's at in Tennessee. So, but yeah, I mean, so the struggles are people is like they're always trying to, get it as cheap as possible and not trying to support you and that sort of thing. The good news, I mean, you start getting other clients and you don't face that as much because people will see your value. But so what's the biggest blessing you would say of, if you will, doing this on the side for right now until you can make it full time?
Just the word of mouth. I think so far the word of mouth and people saying, I got stuff and wanting to pay a little more. So my sister's friend, he called and he said, he goes, how much for this? And I gave him a price and he paid, $25 more. He said, no, I'm going to pay you this. I think it's worth this. So that was great. That was really cool. And I have been blessed to have the word of mouth because I'll go put out the sign posters and you have haters out here. I don't know if they're competitors or who they are. I'll put one in the place and I'll come and it's gone. And one time I saw the bushes and I reused it, but sometimes it's gone and they're $30, double-sided lawn poster. And it's,
so you have to deal with haters and stuff, even in a non-online business. It's like we deal with it all the time and stuff. I have people that attack me and say stuff, but it's like I used to be I tell people, I had someone the other day ask me about something, what should he do regarding some online hate he was getting, and I was just like, if you want old William answer or new William answer. Old William was like a pit bull.
Yep.
And new William is like, it's not worth it, brother.
Right.
There's, people hated on me when I didn't have money. They hated on me when I didn't do this, and they still hate on me. So whatever. So I just don't deal with it. But that's something you're still having to deal with and stuff in business, especially now. Wait till it's like, okay, you get a Google Maps listing, and you start ranking on Google. Then what winds up happening, you have your competition reporting you and trying to get your GMB taken down. So you're not getting leads because they constantly do that. And I tell people, it's like, you got to think, as long as you're beating someone, especially in the top 3, because almost 89% of all leads go to the people in the top 3 on Google Maps. So if you're beating them, of course, they're going to try to take you out. And some people are by any means necessary. So it's, it is what it is. So where do you see your business at between you and your brother? Where would you like to see your business at in the next 5 years? Quit the 9-to-5. I know that much.
Like you said, not working a 9-to-5. Spread out. I'd like to have a couple trailers in Tennessee. I'd like to have a couple trailers in San Jose. I'd like to have a couple trailers in San Diego.
Awesome.
I'd like to definitely be running a bigger program and you know, doing that so I can kind of rest a little bit and you know, take care of my mom and dad and be able to like.
How old is your mom and dad? I know you said, I think your dad's in the 70s.
No,
Or
my
your
dad's
mom?
88 and my
Wow.
mom is
Your
70.
mom's in her 70s. Yeah, my mom and dad are both in their 70s, and I live over here in the Philippines. That's the one thing I'm like, I love living here, but the other parts, like, I regret the day I get a phone call and I have
So
to
that's
come.
the deal. That's the deal. So my brother's in Tennessee living the dream. He's like, come out here. I'm like, bro, mom and dad. You know what I mean? Like my main goal right now is to be here because I have sisters that can go and be there for them. But I'm like the man of the house. I'm the oldest. I don't want to get that phone call or have to.
I've even told him, I said, if I could, I would move you here and have you live here with me. But my dad's, U.S. Marine Corps, so he's like, no, not leaving.
Yeah.
Never happening.
Yeah.
White and blue. I bleed red, white, and blue. I don't want to live nowhere but right here. So, and then on top of it, they're not in great, excellent health. So they kind of need to be near where good health care is at. So I understand. Good health care is here, but you have to, in the States, you got to take care. You go to the hospital and you're having a heart attack, they take care of you prior to payment. Over here, they're going to say, I need the money first, so.
So I think they got, we worry about that health issues and, having hospital just in case. They're pretty healthy. They cook, they get up and do stuff together. And it's kind of cool watching them in the kitchen still interacting and doing their thing at their age. But, I
remember to see my mom and dad about 3 years ago. They did come to the Philippines one time, and this is probably why they don't want to move. He came over here one time and he takes heart medication. And instead of taking it at the same time every day like he normally did, he thought it'd be a wise idea to switch it. And he basically had a heart attack pretty much. And while we're sitting in the airport, my daughter was like, why is Grandpa white? I'm like, of course he's white. He's white. But she's like, ghost white. And I turn around and look, and he's slumped over. That scared the hell out of me. I was in tears and panicking and all that. So, but I did go see them about 3 years ago, get to go camping and stuff and see. My mom and dad are very loving, even after they've been married for so long. It's like, you don't see that a lot of times, especially nowadays. It's like relationships don't last that long.
Yeah, they don't. My son is 28 and, me and his mom aren't together. We still stay in contact, obviously, but my mom and dad, they're like, that was kind of my ultimate goal at one point, but it's just hard to do here. They come from a different era. They come from a different time.
It's like my first marriage. I was married for 13 years, got divorced, and now I've been married for almost 11 years.
Nice.
Yeah, so I couldn't see myself with anybody else outside that's the best thing I ever did was marry my Filipino wife. So best thing ever. For me, that's the only regret is I wish I had married her sooner. But,
yeah, right.
But yeah, so
I'm like, why couldn't we met earlier? We've been together about 3 years, and I'm like, where have you been this whole time?
Yeah, it's like same thing with me. It's just like, in my mind, I'm just like I tell her about relationships and stuff. I'm just like, you gotta understand, like, why do I want to spend so much time with her now? It's like you gotta understand. I spent 13 years with someone that was mentally and emotionally and physically abusive towards me. And you're the exact opposite. So I want to spend as much time with her as possible. My only thing is like, I just wish we could have had kids together and all that stuff. But, I'm a lot older than I look. I'm almost 50. So I'll put it that way.
Not even. That's crazy.
I got 4 grandkids and all this stuff. My son is 19. And my oldest daughter is 23, youngest daughter is 15. So, but yeah, and they all work in the business except for my oldest daughter. So, and she's too busy with grandkids or my grandkids.
Yeah, I just got one grandson. He just turned 8. He's in Tennessee, unfortunately, but planning a trip here. And that'll also, like with getting bigger with the company, it'll help me. Be able to
you'll get bigger with there and take over that area, and then next to be Tennessee. What I'm gonna do, I'll send you over some recommendations and stuff, and get you going in that direction and stuff. But I appreciate your time. If you guys want to check Tariq out here, just go over his website. Obviously, I'm showing it to you guys earlier, but it's junkbrosoc.com, and just check him out and give him some love. And we appreciate your time on here, and it's good getting to know you a little bit and stuff.
Yes.
And we were talking about earlier because I'm considering getting some tattoos. I was like, how bad does the neck tattoos hurt? He's like, no. Would you do it again?
Not at this age, I'm surprised. I think back and I'm like, man, it'd be brutal to do it now. I don't know, but luckily I don't have much room, so I'm kind of
it's like, because I'm always curious, because it's like, whenever I had a friend, he has tattoos all over, and I told him the tattoos are one of those things. If you love them, you're almost getting them every month or so. And I had mine done on my arm over here and stuff. I literally fell asleep. So it wasn't painful to me, but
that's awesome.
It's like normally, so it's like I go to sleep to rain.
Right.
For me, the buzzing sound is actually calming for whatever reason. So, but I appreciate your time on here again, and thank you so much, Tariq. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you again. Thank you guys for watching. And if you're watching this as a live, or if you're watching replay, make sure to share it on your walls. And we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you, brother. You too.
Yes, sir.